Moi Ikweta was the first school that I trained rugby. That was February last year, 2014. So it was the first school in this region that I tried the program whether it can work. It was me and a fellow workmate from the British Army. So the guy was taking charge of fitness as I did the rugby skills for them. We tried it out and it worked. We just started with tag rugby usually, and we got good numbers of kids. We had like 70 girls who started playing tag rugby, and from there to get competition, I moved into other schools, other girls' schools, Lois Girls, followed by Daraja, and now we have like 6 girls' schools playing rugby around here.
And have you seen numbers grow here, specifically at Moi Ikweta School? Have you seen numbers grow playing rugby in Nanyuki in those 18 months?
Yes, a lot. Moi Ikweta actually has maintained that number of between 60 and 80 of the girls. The numbers that we have right now is a little bit small, the 40 number. Some have been sent home for school fees and stuff like that, but normally they're around 60 to 70 girls. This is the school that has the highest number of rugby players, girls playing rugby.
And in the area, how many total do you now have playing in your program?
The total that I have around here, we can give it high school girls, right? Senior girls. Yeah. Senior girls, I can give it 300 girls.
And in the orphanages?
Orphanages, there are 3 orphanage programs that I have. Juakali Orphanage that has 20 kids playing rugby, 20 out of the 30. And Furaha Foundation, there are also 30 and 20 out of them play rugby. And Nanyuki Children's Orphanage has 100 kids in total, but 60 out of them play rugby.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And you're supported by the Tag Rugby Trust.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit how they support and how Tag Rugby Trust ended up here in Nanyuki?
Initially, I was in charge of rugby in Mombasa, and when I moved to Nairobi, Kahawa Barracks, the tag rugby guys wanted to start rugby here and they needed someone who can work with kids. And they were told by the Kenya Rugby Union there's someone, Dennis, who's in Nairobi, and they have a base in Nanyuki. So I was linked up with them, and then I met them and we just started the program. Got some tags, got some bibs, some balls, and we tried it out. We started with primary schools, St. Christopher's, and St. Moses, and then we moved on to Braeburn and Brickwoods, and then now some other primary schools play rugby as well.
And do you think the influences and help from people like the Tag Rugby Trust and UR7s here today is important for growth of rugby in areas outside of Nairobi?
It is. Actually, rugby is concentrated in Nairobi and Nakuru, because Nakuru have a program and they are supported financially. In Nairobi also, clubs are big and they have programs. A place like this, we depend on stuff like UR7s and tag rugby. The motto of tag rugby is building futures through rugby, and that is what they're doing. They're giving kids that opportunity, especially girls, because not every girl will play football or other sports. But in tag, you'll find that it's important to use girls in the field, because if they score, it's double point or 3 points, so you have to use the girls in the field, and it exposes them. Girls have gone places. Moi Ikweta, for instance, last year, through to tag rugby, they were taken to Mombasa for the Diani Beach Rugby, and they won the shields in the main competition.
Amazing.
So that is good.
And you yourself are in the British Army. Is the British Army supportive, because they're based here in Nanyuki, of your programs?
Yes, they support the program. It is it isn't a full sponsorship, but like the commander of the British Army and other members of the British Army who love rugby, they always support the program. We have a tournament coming soon in the next 1 month, Mount Kenya tournament. It's a seniors tournament, but we have a kids tournament as well.
Brilliant.
So they support it, certificates, t-shirts, trophies, they provide all that. It's not a full-time sponsorship from them, but we hope that with time they'll support it fully.
Sure. And what's the future here for rugby in Nanyuki? More players playing the game?
So far it's growing, and at this rate we are going to be the next hotbed of rugby. I'm putting out Nakuru and their program in Nairobi. If we have the program with support from UR7s and tag rugby, we're going to have many people, because in future now we'll have, when kids get to high school, they'll have played rugby for 2, 3, 4 years. They'll be skilled, not like now, guys are getting to Form 1 and it's their first time to see a rugby ball. They'll be better players. So we'll have competition here, high school and national as well.
And do you think it's a natural movement for these young girls and boys to move from tag rugby to rugby sevens?
It is actually, because tag rugby gives them the basics and the skills. So when they move from there into touch and into the actual game, their mind is open. They know what they need to do. The only thing that they have to do is now ruck and tackle, but everything else is now intact. They've learnt all that, the passes, support, offload, all that is learnt from the tag rugby.
Fantastic. Well, Dennis, keep up the good work. We know we'll be back here in Nanyuki. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.